Test. All right, we are underway. As we have a return by number 1, he finds the seam and he's going to take it the distance. Number 1 is taking off and he gets caught up. All right, everybody, here we are with the TUFL matchup between the CenTex Ravens, who are 3-3, against the Mesquite Rhinos, who are 4-1. We're gonna have your Ravens in white with the white hats today, and the Rhinos in all black. Rhinos offense takes the field, trips to the left, running back to the left. As the Ravens defense has some walked up defenders. Good snap, got time, dumps it off to number 21, takes one move, gets up the sideline, gets out of bounds, maybe a face mask. No flag on the play. As number 21, Joshua Daniels for the Rhinos makes the reception from quarterback number 3, Charles Williams. As Williams lines up again, this time with spread, trips to the right, number 8 down at the bottom of your screen. Good snap, 3-step drop, has some wiggle room, makes a move. He's rolling to your right, has options, takes a deep shot to, I believe, number 14, Derek White Jr. Luckily just to bat it down, 3 Ravens in the area. So we get a first look at Rhinos offense. Coming out in trips right, running back to the right. Good snap, run up the middle, tackle in the backfield. That was number 22, Lionel Willis III. Willis picks up maybe a yard or 2 on the play as it brings up a 3rd down and 9. Interesting matchup here as the Rhinos are 4-1, not too much chatter. Trips it again to the right, single receiver at the bottom, 3-step drop, rolls left, dumps it off to number 8 as he makes a reception, gets out of bounds. Joffrey Alfred with the catch, the pass from Williams. Willis third in the backfield, trips to the right, bunch, looks to the top, has time, dumps it off as number 8 looks to snag it. Doesn't hang on to it on the 4th down and 4. We're gonna have a turnover on downs as the the CenTex Ravens get the stop. So we'll get a first look at their offense. Good night for football. Lights are on. Had some sun earlier, but as the night gets closer, more clouds roll in. Doesn't look to be any rain. Slight wind, shouldn't affect the balls too much. As we get a first look here at the Rhinos defense, as well as the Ravens offense. Numbers a little hard to read, but I believe it's number 13 in the backfield. DeAndre Jones. He's going to take the QB for the Ravens tonight. As Jones gets a false start, it looks like. Yep, false start on the Ravens. First play from scrimmage goes backwards. Offense looks to regroup. We're going to have a 1st and 15 with 13 minutes left to go in the first quarter. As they come out in spread, 2-by-2. Jones takes the snap. As we have another penalty. This one might be neutral zone infraction. Wondering why they didn't let the play go on, so it must be false start. False start. So far, negative 10 yards. DeAndre Jones listed as a QB/wide receiver. He looks to be their starter for the night. He'll be in the white and purple with number 13. As the line breaks out. Number 1 is at the bottom of your screen. It's going to be Fulton, the wide receiver. Take Fulton. Hand off to the right. And he's going nowhere. He's caught up in the backfield and lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. We're going to have a 2nd down and 20. That looks to be number 5 on the carry. Mango Womack Jr., listed as a wide receiver. Sorry, wide receiver, QB, running back / athlete. We're going to see him a lot of places, it seems like. As number 4 is at the top of your screen, Stephen Foster. So we'll take a look at some of these players for the Ravens. 2x2 set, running back to the left. Good snap. QB gets a drop, sets his feet, gets a ball off, and they're going to have a pick 6 here if he's not careful. Number 15 with the pick 6 to start the Rhinos off and put him on the scoreboard. I believe that's number 15, and it is. That's Jamal Stanfield, listed as a running back. So that's the roster we have turned in, but looks like he's had to change the position or we have a jersey swap. As the field goal unit comes on for the Rhinos, your kicker looks to be number 41, Stephen McGee. As our score is 6-0, pending the extra point. Good snap, good hold, not so great kick. So you might see him going for 2 in the near future. I'm not sure if that was a real kicker. Again, number 41 is listed as a so missed extra point there. As we have a score of 6-0. 12 minutes left to go in the first quarter. Rhinos over the Ravens. We're set to have a kickoff here after the pick 6 by the War Rhinos. Score 6-0 as they're about to kick off. And now we have number 4 attempting the kick, and that's a kick. Nice high down to the 20, no one to field, has a dead drop. Eventually gets scooped up by number 2. Makes a couple moves, doesn't get much further than the 25-yard line. Perisius Preston, a DB for them. Looks like he returns kicks as well. Listed as a strong safety. As we get a second look here at the Ravens offense. Let's see who takes the snaps at QB this go round. Didn't seem to be much of the problem, just more so starting out negative 10 yards is always tough to come back from. All right, here we go. Looks like we do have a slight QB change. Maybe he showed up or just wasn't ready to go yet. Turn him up the old pea shooter. It looks to be number 12. It's going to be Alonzo Brown. It's listed on the paper as a wide receiver. Good snap, handoff up the right side. That's number 44. Lester Walker, listed as a running back, plays some defense as well. Positive yards for the night. You're going to have 3-yard game. We're going to have 2nd and 7. Down 6-0. Ravens looking to get on the board here. As even from the huddle breaks look to be cleaner. So looks here the first drive may hurt them, but 6 points is 6 points and it's up on the board. So let's see what they can do here. They line up in a 2x2. QB claps, good snap, gets about a 2-step drop. Looks to be more calm back there. Makes 1 miss, 2 miss. Steps up in the pocket, throws it to no one. Not sure if it was a backwards pass or a fumble, but looks to be a fumble. Not a smart play. I'm wondering if this is a QB here, guys. I have to speak on what I know, and I'm wondering if that's a smart play. Very calm in the backfield, though, looking past people. So that's either an athlete knowing that he's going to make someone miss, or a QB trusting his line. Now the throw. Well, pitch. We'll call it a pitch. It's a fumble. As looks to be the refs are gonna back it up. The line needs to back up. We're gonna have a 3rd and 9. Spot of the ball seems to move, but it's a 3rd and 9. Refs are looking to get it straightened out. Scratch that. Incomplete pass. 3rd and 7. Incomplete pass as we get our first referee correction of the night, and now we got another whistle. Let's see if they correct the correction. Nope. Ball is respotted. Whistle's good. Clock reset. Good to go. 11 minutes. Trips to the right now. Good snap. Handoff to the right. Has a hole. Cuts up. Makes one miss. Two. Gets a seam. He's going to have a first down on about a 15-yard carry as it looks to be coming back either for a holding. It's in the area of holding. Let's see what happens. White hat with the call. Holding. Offense. Back it on up. We're going to have a 3rd and even further. As any positive yardage that was gained is negated by the holding penalty. All right, refs walk it off. We're going to have a 3rd and long. Excited to see what both these teams bring to the table. Haven't had much film of either. Both staying quiet. One sitting at 500. The CenTex Ravens, who are on offense, in the white hats, purple bottoms, white jerseys. And a 4-1 team, some might haven't heard of, the Mesquite Rhinos. Quietly handed business. Direct snap to number 44. Makes 1 cut, 2 cut. Heads to the left. Makes 2 or 3 miss. Fights for every yard as he gains 1. We're going to have a 4th and 15, if you will. As we're hearing calls for a punt team. Let's see what happens out here. Yeah, looks like they're lining up for a punt. Scratch that. Maybe offensive set or a slight poop punt. Everybody gets set. Looks like we're going to have a punt. And very good punt. Actually, high, spiral. It's going to hit the ground, take a good bounce. 15 fields it. Quite the athlete. He fields it. He's taking up off the sideline. He's cutting back now, looking for blocks. Catches 1, 2, stuck. Looks to pitch it. It's a backwards throw. There's a flag coming in, but he's moving. He's moving. 31 has the ball in one hand and is going. He's going to go score. And no, he's going to step out of bounds at the 6-yard line. There's a flag at the 50, so we're going to see what was going on back here, but that definitely wasn't a legal pitch, as the lateral was good. Ran up the sideline, took it to the end zone. So we thought. Push out of bounds at the 6 as another flag comes in. So let's see what the 2 flags are and catch y'all up to speed. As the refs talk it over and the Ravens listen in, very close to the referee huddle. Now they try to dictate what the calls are. You heard him. You heard him. Going this way. Looks like it's going to be coming back, though. The first call was a hold, so we'll be backing it up here shortly, and we'll get a second look at a full field offense from the War Rhinos. So as we get set to see the War Rhino offense, led by number 3, Charles Williams. Spoke with him a little before the game as he's on a mission. Didn't really like the camera crews out here. This team's very tight-knit, and they do seem to be on a mission out here. And we're going to see tonight the eye in the sky. Penalties offset. Not sure what they were, but they offset, and the ball's marked off at the 6. I bet 31 wishes he took it in. It's Marquise Morrow with the lateral from number 15, Jamal Stanfield, who already had a pick in this game. Heads up play could cost him. Very scary. But he definitely made 2 big-time plays out here. As I saw him also catching one-handed catches before the game as warm-ups. He might be a wide receiver as well. As the offense gets set on the left hash here, big trip set to the right. Running back number 4 in the backfield, that's Markel Spigner. Number 8 down here at the bottom with lots of room either way. Man-to-man coverage. They do hand off to number 4. Cuts back left, runs over number 22 as he's going to score. Spigner with the touchdown. He's clearly their big back in the red zone, and no one was stopping him. 22 for the Ravens try. That was Steven Mitchell. Looks to be another two-way player, possibly just filling in on defense, but he's listed as a slot/running back. A lot of teams end up playing different positions than what they started, whatever best suits the team. Especially when we get action from teams we don't really know yet. Been flying under the radar. It's a new division that we're also covering. Great field out in North Richland Hills, Richland High School. Almost hidden, but great field. As we have a trip set to the left bunch here in the red zone. Handoff again to number 4. Why not? As he's stonewalled. He's not going to get in. So they go for the 2-point, and they don't get it. And again, we're going to have the War Rhinos kicking off to the Ravens as they lead this 12-0 with 9 minutes left to go in the first. Right, we're set to kick off. Number 4, who just attempted the 2-point conversion and scored the touchdown. Spigner with a good kick. It's dropping in, it's going to die, but they catch it this time. As he's got a seam. Ooh, and gets wrapped up, taken down hard. That's going to be number 28, Trey Triplett with the tackle. He's a linebacker. You also see some action at running back possibly. Good tackle. Scratch that was number 26, Joseph Jackson, a pure linebacker with the tackle. So, great play right there as we read these numbers from these Rhino jerseys. All right, as we get another look once again in the trip set from the Ravens. Looks like we have number 13 back at QB. as we have a good snap, and he keeps it on the read. Has a seam, gets up, makes one miss, two miss. Definitely a first down and gain of 11 by the number 13, who's now back at QB, and DeAndre Jones. So Jones looks to be the starter in the guys. He maybe had some uniform, cleats, warm up, some type of issues from the first series, but that's who they're going with here. As we have a 1st and 10 from the 49-yard line in Rhino territory, which is a good sign. Jones back with trips to the right. Number 1 at the bottom of your screen, Tate Fulton, wide receiver. High snap, gathers it, still managed to get the read. Good feed. Number 6 makes one miss, two miss. Lucky to get a yard, but it's better than -2. As number 5, Womack Jr. with the carry. Gonna have a 2nd and 9. As a lot of football this year has started pretty flat. This one's had some action early, but we're gonna need some punches back, or we're having another one-sided halftime game, as we've covered the past few weeks. Ooh, stack set. Here we go. Ravens come out and stack wide receivers. Spread stack, running back to the left. Spread out the defense and hand it up the gut as they get a lane that they want. Great scheme, gain of about 3 yards. You can have a 3rd and 5, which is manageable. That stack set didn't look to be covered all that soundly, if you will. And we'll see if they come back to it. I definitely would. As the Rhinos defense looks to actually be communicating it now, as number 11 down at the bottom of your screen, Jordan Williams was conversing with Morrow. Let's see how they play this. This to be a 2 high, maybe a cover 4 read up the middle this time. They run a pistol read, and they run it pretty well, as there's some players flying around everywhere. We got someone hurt here, as it looks to be just a stinger, possibly a shoulder. Friendly fire. Looks to be like a dead arm. He does have a shoulder issue, it looks like, already with a brace. So he needs to get it looked at. It's possibly out of place. All right. So as he gets looked at on the sideline, makes some subs. Number 18 jumps down to the bottom of your screen. Now it looks like he just changed sides, actually. Denzel Johnson. As we have a stack set again, looking to spread them out. Another run from 44, a cutback lane up the middle, makes one miss. Good block from number 1, and we'll have a 1st down Ravens. As this stack spread offense is looking right. Lots of read. They haven't really thrown anything, and they haven't shown they had to as they move the ball into the red zone. 1st and 10, Ravens. All right, here we go. Stack set once again. Looks to be changing the play. Confirms, running back, good snap, and he makes one miss, cuts back left, gets away, has room, got some blockers, cuts back, makes one miss, and he's gonna go down shy, but carry of 7 yards nonetheless. So we'll have a 2nd and 3 as the Ravens look to get on the scoreboard here. Down 2 scores. Here we go, stacked to the right, 2 running backs now. Good handoff, and he keeps it again. 13 with the run. He's gonna get a gain about 2 yards. We're gonna have a 3rd and about 2. as they get close to the red zone, and 13 runs off a little banged up. As you see the read option taking its toll, so when 12 comes in, they might have a 2 QB system, but he's definitely banged up out there, possibly a little tired. He's doing a lot of running this drive, so you gotta balance it, man. You overheat a little bit, and running that read option, you gotta be in shape. So let's see what we got out here. Good snap. Handoff up. All right, stack right 2 by 2, and he's going nowhere. 4 War Rhinos there to hold him. We're gonna have a 3rd and 15, 3rd and goal actually from the 15. Yeah, it's a little windy up here. Had some issues, so we are back. If you're just tuning in, this is the TUFL presentation of Game of the Week. CenTex 3-3 Ravens versus your 4-1 Mesquite War Rhinos as they lead 12-0 with 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. Stack set to your right. 2 running backs in the backfield. Good snap, good drop. Dumps off to number 16, who takes a big hit from number 55. right, you guys, sorry about the break. TUFL game of the week here. CenTex Ravens 3-3 versus your Mesquite War Rhinos, who are 4-1. The Ravens did score. They had a touchdown pass on 4th down. It was tipped up in the air and snagged by a right place, right time receiver. Good play. Second attempt at the 2-point conversion after a penalty did lead to a conversion. So we have a score of 12-8. Now that we're all caught up. With 1:09 left, score is 12-8 as the Ravens are set to kick off back to the War Rhinos. As we're set to kick off here, number 10, Marquis Scott gets a pooch punt, and it's out of bounds, but valiant effort because there's no one there. But Rhinos are going to get some good field position once again. All right, y'all go ahead and share this so we can get people to tune back in here. Score is 12-8 as we pick back up with the War Rhinos with the ball as they come out in trips bunch to the left. As we're gonna have a timeout, Ravens, as they were not ready with about 8 people on the field. Trying to get it together as they call a timeout. Almost waste one, but that's why you get 3. As head coach for the War Rhinos, Coach Shane Tuck, calls his troops over to the side, if you will. As we all know a little bit about Tuck, I did have the pleasure of playing for him for a season. Very disciplined team you should see out of the War Rhinos, as most penalties have been towards the other team today. As he plays very sound football, run the ball or pass it quick, adapts very well. As we look to get a glimpse of his offense here. As we have a trim bunch set to the bottom, expect something short to be out here as there's no one down outside the hashes. I would select a quick drop and a little out route. He's got time. He loads up and throws a go route to number 87, who drops the ball. 2 receivers in the area as he throws about a 45-yard pass to number 87. Michael Bowser just couldn't bring it in, as he's going to take a breather. As nope, they line up in trips left again. And that's what I'm talking about. This team here, they look disciplined. It's next play. It's a drop, no one yelling at him. It's a disciplined team that's ready to keep rolling as we have a 2nd and 10. Same set, trips to the bottom of your screen, bunch. Good snap, read option, handoff to number 1 as he has space. He's going to pick up a 1st down. 11 yards. As Keon Williams takes the handoff as he gets up the sideline. Williams with the carry. Handoff from Williams. All right, same set. Running backs change the size. Trips to the bottom of your screen. Bunch, good snap. Action. Steps up, has room. He's showing he's mobile, he's moving around, and he just flings it to the sideline. So tosses out of bounds, smart play, avoids the loss, avoids the hit. Smart play by Williams to toss it out. As we have the end of the first quarter, War Rhinos lead 12-8. Another penalty here on the play as the War Rhinos move up. As their offense looks to punch it in here on the 12-yard line. As we have trips to the right. Single receiver up top. Williams takes the snap. Three-step drop. He's looking at the top. Runs a post corner, and he's picked off in the back of the end zone. He's picked off by number 11 for the Ravens. It's going to be Josh Brown, another athlete, free safety, corner, punt returner, kick returner. So he definitely likes to be around the ball. Good interception as the Ravens needed it. Score is 12-8 as we just get the second quarter kicked off. Get a change of sides here as the Ravens offense comes back out here. We've seen two QBs so far, so either Jones, number 13, or possibly number 12, I believe was Brown. So let's see what we come out with here. Womack Jr. has been in the backfield most of the night as number 13's back out there. It looks like he was just tired. 4 read option keepers in a row. Lots of cuts, jukes, hits. Still football. Number 14 gets set. Trips to the right. Good snap. Read option. Hand off to number 5. Womack up the sideline. Makes a cut. Gets down to the 12-yard line. making some changes. Jones set to take the snap. Good snap, read option, hand off to number 5, Womack, as he goes forward for another gain of 10. And absolutely runs through the defender. 31, safety comes up to make the play about 10 yards down the field. That's Morrow. Back from the safety position, that's some good blocks in the gaps and secondary. As you get a second and short here from your Ravens. Fulton at the bottom of your screen. Trips bunch to the top. Running back set to the right. Good snap. Read option. Womack goes outside, cuts back, and gets the first, but there's Laundry. It's probably going to be a hold. Anytime the play is designed to go in between the tackles and the running back bounces out, it's no different than a QB scramble drill. Linemen don't know when to let go and get caught for the hold. Back it up. Second and short turns to 2nd and 11. As Jones set to take the snap. Trip set to the top. Good snap. Fakes the throws the screen. As we get a first action from Fulton. Makes 1 miss, 2 miss. Again, fights very hard for about a yard. As there's a flag coming in from the backfield. We'll see what's going on. It's definitely looking to be unsportsmanlike conduct. We'll see from who. And call me crazy, man, but I believe this is on the quarterback. I believe he's going to call it unsportsmanlike conduct on the quarterback. As the white hat looks to get some confirmation. As side judge ready to walk it off. Backwards. Ravens going to be backed up here. Let's find out why. Strolls over here. As it looks like he's going to have an option to decline the penalty or accept the penalty. You want a 3rd and 11 or a 2nd and 20? Coach Tuck analyzes the options. Referee has the call. Gets ready to take the snap. Unsportsmanlike conduct. Ravens. Penalty declined. 3rd down and 11. I believe that is the most I have seen a white hat discuss anything with coaches this year that's solely related towards football. So far, so good from this ref crew. Not a lot of hotheads, keeping the game in control. Could it be 2 great owners and coaches? 2 by 2. Running back to the left. Jones takes the ball. He's looking downfield. Dumps off to number 2 as he gets a little baby stiff. Up the sideline and runs over forward. Preston with the reception. Gets the ball to the 40. We're going to have a 4th down and 2 yards. So let's see if that penalty comes back to hurt. Talking to Rhinos over here. Could have been a 2nd and 25, and now we're at a 4th and 2. So from 3rd and 12, I'd say let's go for it, Eric. Go for it time. Semi-pro. You're within the middle of the field, which would be the 40s. Doesn't look like they're going to punt. And Jones is in the backfield. Not alone. Preston is with him, number 2. Got some weapons in the slot that are definitely uncovered at the line of scrimmage. You only need 2 yards. Taps his hip as someone jumps. He makes 1 miss, makes 2 miss, fumbles the ball. And that just comes back with an athlete possibly back there instead of a QB. The ball's on his hips. You make one miss, you make another miss. The ball's flailing around. All the DB's got to do, and defenders just have to come in with their arms wide open, and the ball's probably going to pop out. So 4th and 2, would have handed it off to Womack myself. They're going to have a turnover. War Rhinos ball. Looks like we have a tight end in the game. Double tight end. Handoff out of the pistol to number 1. He's making about 4, 5, 6 total players break tackles as he fights forward for a gain of 4. Up the gut. War Rhinos number 1. Keon Williams. Hand off to the right, number 1 runs over, carries 1. Got some type of line of scrimmage flags on both sides of the field, and maybe a gain of 2. As we got a flag that comes in. These refs are definitely, like I said, grasping control. And what possibly could have helped the War Rhinos now could swing and easily hurt them or double up. So let's see what we got here. One's during play, one's after. So we have a penalty from the previous spot as they walk off 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So probably going to be a defensive penalty. And they have another penalty, so he's walking backwards about 10. So net minus 10 yards probably. 1, 2. $15. So a negative 5 yards. As we're going to have the ball on the 42-yard line. We're going to have a second and about 17 yards to go. Eight minutes left to go here in the second quarter. You got a score of 12-8 as they come out and double tight end, as well as in the pistol. Interesting setup. All right, as we huddle up here, we'll see what the War Rhinos come out with. They have been in a interesting double tight, single back pistol set. Let's see if they stick with it, looking to run the ball, or they're looking to dump it off to these tight ends they got, which look to be actually blocking first tight ends, but we all know they're there for a reason. Let's see if they got some hands, as Williams is in the pistol. Last possession with a pick, he's looking to bounce back. Low snap, gathers it, handoff to number 22, cuts back inside, and pick up about 4 or 5 yards. As there's some extra action going on and a little push. It's never the action, it's the reaction. 73 with a penalty, simply because you blocked someone to the ground and they got up before you. That's going to hurt him. We're going to back it up. Clock stops at around 7 minutes 35 seconds as the chatter starts. Pickups, whatever money you scoop up, you still log it into the till, right? All right, y'all, we're back as they line up in a tight set. Receivers are just tight now, and running backs to the right. Interesting. I've seen some different sets here as it's matched protection. Two receivers as he's going to get sacked. They only rush 4. They block 6. They make it through. First sack of the night. We're going to have a 4th and 40. 4th and 40 as the Raven defense shows up. And gets set to receive the ball as there's a lot of players going 2 ways out here for the Ravens. The Rhinos definitely have the depth, but the Ravens roster and sideline has gotten a little busier as the game went on, so maybe a little further drive for them out here in North Richland Hills. As the War Rhinos get set to punt the ball away. Number 4, who showed off the impressive kicking skills, punts it away. Definitely gets it away. Number 10 set back to receive. Scott with the run out of bounds and a gain of about 7 yards on the return. Net punt of about 27 yards. As we get to see the Ravens offense once again, which I'd say is still trying to find out what identity they're going with, but number 13, Jones, seems to be the QB. That's worked for them as we get a look at him coming back to get his offense ready. Definitely a mobile QB, possibly dual threat. Haven't seen him throw it too much. The one touchdown was a tip reception, so could have went either way. Let's see if he gets his receivers involved more on this drive as they're down 12-8. .44 changes sides. You have trips to the right, single receiver at the bottom of your screen. Below the numbers, lots of space here as number 12 plays butt to sideline. I'd run a slant, but he's running a go route, and they take it. Ball's in the air, and 12 just makes the decision to bat it away. I might have went for the interception, but he just decided to bat it away and live to fight another one. Not mad at it, but 15 had him beat. A very large towel. Looks to be Nicholas Chatham out here at the bottom. He's again by himself with space. 12 did not learn his lesson, I guess. Sean Ivy as they run a slant, but it's a RPO. Handoff to number 44. And he'll go down behind the line of scrimmage. Loss of 1. 3rd and 11 coming up. We're starting to see a lot of changes on both sides of the ball as teams start to adapt. Football's all about adjustments, and we haven't even made it to halftime yet, and both these teams have kind of strayed away and gone separate ways when it comes to their game plans. The Ravens are still trying to figure it out here, but they've run a lot of spread and a lot of stack, kind of spread out that Rhino defense and give the two backfield options a chance to run the ball. As they come out again in spread, drops back, traditional, tries to get outside, does, looks to dump it off, throws middle of the field, has number 22. It's going to be a gain of about 20 yards. It's number 22 for the Ravens, Steven Mitchell with the reception. A slot option, running back skills. Settles in, QB rolls left, settles in the spot. Made it easy for the QB to see. I believe the defense was in contain, and Jones just broke the contain. Found a guy in the middle of the field. Was able to pick up the first down. They come out in the same set. Spread 2 by 2, running backs to the right. War Rhinos have 3 down linemen, 2 backers. 2 outside linebackers, and a safety walked up as he backs out the box. No pressure. 13's got all day. Looks to slide up in the pocket. Gets in, gets out. Dances a little, makes 1 or 2 miss, and he's going to pick up about 4 yards on a tough earned 4 yards. I didn't think he really had to step up as he looks to get up a little slower and heads to the sideline for possibly the play. No, checks the play card, gets ready. Receivers are set. I will say this game moves at a faster pace because neither one of these teams fully huddle. Kind of quick huddles, play cards. As we have some fans tuning in here, War Rhinos will end up winning this. Tyler Bates is a fan of the Ravens as they line up in a spread. Hand clap offense. Up the gut, 29. As he's rumbling and bumbling, gets it down to the 15-yard line. And the War Rhinos are gashed again for about 20 yards. Again, number 29 with the carry. That's Mario Outland. Again, lots of two-way players on here. That's a defensive end running downhill while carrying the ball. He's listed as a running back as well. And he definitely made the safeties pay for that one as they both had to gang up to get him down. As he's in the backfield again. A couple slot receivers change. Number 14 comes into the game, Steve Whitaker, along with 28, Jadavian Cash in the slot. 2-by-2 set, handoff again. Nope, keeps it. 13 on the read option, makes 1 miss. Gain of about 9. It's going to be a 2nd and short at the 6-yard line. Now, we've seen both teams in the red zone within the 10-yard line before this game alone, and neither one of them has been able to capitalize on first go-round. So let's see if penalties can stay out of these next few series of play calls, if you will, as we approach the 2-minute warning here in the second quarter. Your score is 12-8 as the Ravens once again look to put 6 points on the board to take this lead. two running backs here as we're in the red zone with the Ravens. 3rd down and 5. Handoff up the middle to number 29 as he's going to spin and get in the end. Oh, down at the half-yard line. As I believe they found their red zone back and are showing us exactly why Mario Outland carries the ball for these Ravens. As they wisely let the clock run, the Rhinos are not going to call a timeout as they may have faith in this defense. Clock's running. 48 seconds, as y'all can see. 12-8. 2 by 2. Actually, 2 to the right, 2 running backs, and a single receiver down at the bottom that has the slant if he wants it. Safety's now peeking towards it as they read option, and he keeps it, gets about, he's going to lose a yard. So it will be a full 1.5 yards now, possibly 2 to gain to get in the end zone as the clock is ticking away. 20. "17 seconds and we have a timeout, Ravens. 2nd down. They're going to have a few cracks at this red zone. Let's see if they try to throw it in as the Rhinos defense is sucked up. I'd say 7 people now in the box to stop this run game. So let's see what they do and how they take advantage. Here we go, 17 seconds left as the Ravens look to take the lead before half. As you have a QB change, number 12 hands it off to, looks to believe, Womack Jr., and he's going to fall short. Back to where they started on the handoff, or at the start of the drive. He didn't get in. Half a yard to go, 12 seconds. Third down. We're definitely going to get 2 more plays, and I do not see this as a field goal situation. So they will be going for it. There's some upset alert eyes going on the feed. I see Mr. Darius Lawson. Defense is looking pretty stout down here. This is the first actually true red zone appearance that both teams have made. The others have been given. They earned this. They walked the field about 60 yards. The defense looks to be, first time under center. Let's see if the snap is good. It is. QB draw. QB sneak. They're marking it off as we have 10 seconds. The clock stopped. The clock is stopped. And I'm not sure if they're giving it to him or not. Let's get a signal. What do we see in here? What do we see in here? The ball's short. Oh, I hope they don't call this. Clock should have been running. Ref timeout. Player injured as he gets to his feet. And injury timeout. Injury timeout as he looks to walk out on his own good. Very frustrated, so we'll get a look. At the scene here. Half a yard to go. 12-8. Ravens ball. Whistle blew, QB sneak, and I'm pretty sure he got in. Yes, he did. As the horn sounds, and that's going to be a touchdown with the conversion pending. And the War Rhinos, after scoring 12 unanswered, will go into half, possibly down 16-12. Definitely going to be a touchdown. So your score, 14-12. Ravens. It is getting a little chillier out here tonight. Could be affecting both teams as we have a high snap on the conversion. Bounce, 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 hit, bounce, bounce, scoop. As number 15, who's already been to the end zone, he's gonna go on the way. As he waves. As he has 2 touchdowns, both coming from the defensive side of the ball. Jamal Stanfield. Scoop and score. Pick 6. Making an argument for player of the game. Most definitely. All right, y'all, we're back as the Mesquite War Rhinos kick off to the CenTex Ravens. As they're moving, 44's got a lane, makes one miss, outside cut, ball across the 50. Wow. Ravens capitalizing on all the momentum they had before the half. As they'll get their drive started at the 45-yard line. The first down, as it looks like number 13, DeAndre Jones. He's at the helm for the Ravens. Coming out in spread set, 2x2. Looks like he's got number 44 with him in the backfield, which is Lester Walker. Get some last-minute substitutions on the line. Definitely looks like a fill-in to see if this DN pulls. And we got timeout Ravens. Looks like they're trying to get it together over there. As your score is 14-14 after a crazy turn of events. I mean, the Ravens take the lead 14-12 as they attempt to go for 2. Bad snap. Rhinos scoop and score, adding 2 points, which means instead of going down in halftime down by 2 points, you're going in even. As we now have a spread set 2x2, like I said, 14-14. Jones takes the snap, no read, has time, throws the slant to number 22, and drops it. Hits him in the face, shoulder pad, chest plate, wherever you want. Drops the ball, pops up into the air, and number 20 was there, but couldn't make the play as it's bang bang when it comes to the tip balls. All right, as they get set again, trips right. We're 13, Jones set to take the snap. Single receiver at the bottom as they run the read, and he keeps it again. And now he looks to throw. He get away. He's running around, scramble drill. Gets outside. He's got room. Positive yardage. Big hit. And 13 makes 2 miss and gets hit himself. Multiple flags on the field, and when I say there was some cleanup blocks, oh my goodness. That's about 15 yards away from me, and he is still down. As they look to see what's going on with both flags, but he is rattled. That's number 28. Hopefully he is okay. Just looks like a big collision. See, hopefully he gets to work out on the sideline. As we see what's going on with both flags, obviously you have the hold in the area of holding. White hats are going to converge. So there's 3 flags. I'm guessing we got a hold. We also got an unnecessary roughness, if not blocking the back, down here at the bottom of your screen. And in the secondary, I'm assuming you have either a hold or another block in the back. QB did get hit. But it was out of bounds. We'll see what the white hat says. Too many ways this could go here. Let's see what's going on. Legal hands to the face was the first penalty. That's what the War Rhinos are going to accept. The second penalty was blocking the back. They're going to decline that one because obviously it happened further downfield. Only 2 calls on the play, both against the Ravens. So that big play is negated. Again, fun to watch. Usually don't amount to much. Even then, that would have been a gain of about 20. So instead, back it up 10. 2-by-2 set. Jones in the gun. Fakes the handoff. Gets a 3-step drop. Looks good. Throws it hard to slant. And underthrew him as he had a wide receiver up top running by himself. Looked like he was getting ready to deliver a dart, and it just came out his hand a little slower than I anticipated. It was tough though. He'd step up, throw it, possibly was in the line of fire. Didn't want to get hit. You know, he's showing that he definitely can move the ball on the ground. Haven't seen too much through the air from him. So let's see if the War Rhinos understand what this QB is trying to do out here. 3 down linemen. Outside linebackers definitely will walk up. They're more in the box, as you see, as the running back changes sides. 2-by-2, running back to the right. Good snap. Fakes the read, drops, dumps it off. And it's going to be incomplete. As 44 couldn't handle it. Jones did a good job keeping his eyes downfield and then checking down at the last minute. But either way, it looks like we're going to have a punt here. As you got a fourth and 25 yards. No punt team, spread set. And they do pooch punt it. Decent punt. Ball's going to bounce out around the 36, 37-yard line. War Rhinos ball. Football's a game of adjustments. You heard me say it a couple times. A lot of these teams are adjusting right now, and one of the things that I've seen is Coach Tuck's team is very disciplined, and they have 4 penalties on themselves so far. He doesn't believe that wins football games. As you see, they're tied, so his statement's correct. You can't win football games or shoot yourself in the foot. Let's see if they regrouped at halftime. See what they come out at. They break the huddle. Ravens defense looks pumped. They're spread out. They know what they're in. No strength sets. They see corners seem to play their side. As they come out in double tight end with both wide receivers in tight. Orbit motion. Handoff on the end around. That's going to be 0. He takes it for about a gain of 1 as he gets thrown out of bounds. And I mean thrown to the track. Possibly a flag. I don't think we can sling players by the jerseys. We'll see what the call is here. Jamari Peoples with the carry. On an interesting setup with a orbit motion. Looks like the ball was snapped a little prematurely if you want that play to really hit. Nevertheless, interesting play call out of an interesting set. As I'm guessing we're going to see quite a few different sets from Coach Tuck and the War Rhinos in this second half. Lots of chatter about the War Rhinos possibly making a championship game. As you know, TUFL is broken up into divisions. So far from this division, we've only seen a couple teams. Right now, they're sitting 4-1, so I know some teams out there that definitely don't have as much of a championship road as the War Rhinos do. So they definitely can do all the talking right now, but tied with a 500 team such as the Ravens, seems to be a letdown for them. Let's see if they pick it up and turn it on second half. That division I'm speaking of is the East Central Division. So the Dallas Vikings, the CenTex Seminoles, the DFW Bounty Hunters, of course the Ravens, Diablos, and Tigers. Larger division, a little bit more travel involved it seems, but the Seminoles and Vikings will definitely have the upper hand in that division. Diablos started pretty hot, and then their flame, if you will, got put out. We'll see if they can bounce back and get back on track in the second half of the season. As of now, though, the 4-1 War Rhinos are definitely holding up in that division, and we'll see if the matchup persists. Again, Peoples in motion, handoff to 22, up the gut, makes one miss, bounces off another, but only about a gain of 4. As Willis with the carry. Handoff from Williams. Again with a bunch set, but this time 2 to the left. Motion comes, and he hands it off. This time he's got a lane and people in front. Makes one miss. People's up the sideline. First down. Hard to tell with the chains as they got caught up. Looks like the ref's going to give him just short, so. As Keon Williams checks in. Speed does kill at this level, as number 0 for the War Rhinos showed that. Sub in now with another running back, wearing number 1, Keon Williams. 22 Willis in the backfield, along with Williams in the pistol, with everybody else lined up on the line of scrimmage. So a true double tight end set here, as the receiver is in the slot up top, as well as a wing, if you will, down at the bottom of your screen. Expect some motion. Nope, base set, handoff. So we got a base handoff here, and number 1 didn't block nobody. And it's showing. Number 1 is setting the edge. That's Keon Williams, and he's trying to set the edge, block a DN, and that's a big man. So that's tough. So let's see if he can get back in there. But I expected a motion coming from that side, and that would have got the flow going. Interesting decision as they elect to punt the ball. As of right now, they only got 9 people on the field, so here comes everybody last minute. They got enough. They get set up as number 4 is there. The ball's done, and the ball is snapped. Good snap. Oh, that's to be a good kiss and bounce over his head. And it does. It might go in the end zone, and it might stop just short. Oh, and it rolls in the end zone. Interesting play as the ball was kicked no higher than 10 yards. Bad bounce, but the Ravens are going to take over. It'll be a touchback, so not so bad after all. Definitely would have been an opportunity to return as they were not ready. I'm sure personnel was not punt personnel. So Ravens are going to take over. Ball will be at the 20-yard line. All right, here we go. Ravens offense on the field, 2-by-2. Jones with the snap. Handoff up the middle. He's got room. I believe that's Womack on the carry. It is.
scratch that. That is number 6.
Philip Roper. Good carry. I'd like to see more of him out there. As he gets set, and I believe he might be the one getting the carries most of the time. I don't see a number 5. The jersey's awfully close to it, so apologies, but we'll get it straight going forward. I disagree with the print of these jerseys. They have a big, it's like a raven wing on the front. It's hard to read these jerseys. 2x2 set. Got him. Movement down here at the bottom. Number 28, Cash, with the false start. Looked like he was just trying to get set and get on the line. QB's got to give him a little bit of time here. All right, just wait for the whistle. We're good to go. So we have a 2x2 set running back to the left. In the gun, fakes the read, throws the screen. Great blocking, has a lane, got room, runs through number 20. And I'm going to say that he was not ready for that one, as he's trying to figure out where he's at right now. He's looking for a sub or... He's definitely looking for a safety, a sub here, as the safety came up in the box and it was not pleasant for him. That is a wide receiver running downhill, so wow, big time play as this Raven offense looks to be clicking and getting their installments in. It's an RPO offense. High snap, bobbles, fakes the read, nowhere to go. Gonna get sacked. Second of the night, number 55, Chris Moses. Ref looking to get him for taunting, but late to the party. As they go backwards, 5 yards after the big play. Ball on the 44-yard line. Second down and 14. Second down. 2x2, 28 in motion. Bad snap. We got action. And QB wisely falls on it at the 29-yard line. It's going to be a loss of about 9 yards. As it looks as if we're back where we started, only now you lose the down. So we're going to say third and about 30. Here we go, 2x2 set. Lineman makes some calls. Jones in the gun, takes the snap, steps up, looking to run, drops the ball. And I believe his own teammate got on it, but they're still scuffling down there. Let's see what went on. Referee's pointing, War Rhinos ball. Yep. Turnover on downs. Again, you step up in the pocket, the ball's got to be near your chest or not flailing around. He's just too loose with it in between the tackles, and War Rhinos capitalize on it. As they get the turnover, they'll take over at the 29-yard line in Raven territory. As we got a flag thrown in here. Play a game. Whistle blows, and these refs are on it as the play clock starts. When the whistle blows it, the ball's set, just to give you an idea. And here's the whistle. They're ready to go now. I definitely would have used the play clock time as a reset, but we got a 2x2 set with a tight end on the left. Good drop, 3-step, has time, all the time in the world. Gets his receiver. Field, I'm going to say he floated it, and it's just a late read. So he opened up, looked where he wanted to go, went through his checks, took the check down, but there's two receivers in the same spot. So let's see if they can't fix the spacing issue, as I believe one of them's got to be in the wrong spot. All right, here we go, 2x2 set. Actually, it's trips left because we do have a tight end on the left. Out of the gun, bobbled snap, but gets the handoff to number 4. He's got room, makes one miss, cuts back inside, carries the pile for another 3 to 4 yards. We're gonna have a first down. Rhinos as a late flag comes in. I do have to say that flags in these leagues, semi-pro level, 8-man, 9-man, 11-man. They definitely take a damper on the game, slow it down. But it comes from the level of skill combined between both teams. You have guys that never played in high school, guys that played high school, guys that were on the team in high school, guys that played college, and occasionally you get a couple that have had their NFL shot. When you have a collection of them not on the same page, though, it's going to consist of at least penalties. I would say there are 22 positions on the field. On an average game, you'll probably have around 20 to 22 flags. One per player, and that's just how it's going to work. Until we can clean it up. Some of the better teams, you do get a good flow of games. But as you can see, a minute and a half takes its toll. You move forward 10, back 15, you can't win football games. As the War Rhinos look to regroup, 1st and 10. Never got the call from the ref, but clearly they went backwards. Could have been a holding downfield, so they're back at square one, or unsportsmanlike conduct after the play, so the gain of 15 will be done. To the right, number 4. Stutter steps and goes down by number 2. As another late flag comes in. Unsportsmanlike conduct. Back it up. What we are seeing happen here, y'all, is a close game. And I'm not sure if the War Rhinos have been involved in a few close games, but when a team like the Ravens being scrappy is all in the mix with you, you have to kind of adjust your gameplay and not give in to the backyard style of football. And right now, we're seeing a gritty game, if you will, by both teams. As from the looks of it and the polls, the Rhinos should be winning this game by multiple possessions. But the Ravens, credit to them, they've showed up. They are competing today. They drop back. Number 3 rolls right, rolls back left, gets away, but it's got some people moving, lets it go. He's got a completion to Keon Williams down at the 38-yard line, and luckily he got the ball off, and a gain of about 6 yards as the contain and the rush was on. Incomplete pass here on second down, and that'll end the quarter. Score of 14-14 as we approach the 4th quarter of play. Tie game should be a good finish. All right. Goal line lineup. Number 4 takes the handoff, untouched into the end zone. So if you were watching, you saw how we got here. 2 series of penalties combining for about 25 yards. Walk the Rhinos down the field. As they run the ball in with a score of 20-14. Extra points pending. As number 4 lines up to kick the field goal. Tough hold, fire call, doesn't go through with it. As another late push comes in. No retaliation, so no flag, and your score is going to sit at 20-14. All right, set to kick off as we begin the 4th quarter. 7 seconds in, the Rhinos scored. A great high kick. Ball's going to land at the 10. Bobbled, scooped at the 8. Patience makes one kind of miss and pushes through another 2 or 3 to get the ball out at the 15-yard line. As the Raven offense takes the field. War Rhino defense takes the field. As we are set to keep the 4th quarter going strongly, as it led off with a touchdown. Looking for lots of action, or we could be in for a long game. Two-by-two set, good snap. Jones with the keep. Up the sideline, makes one miss and falls down for about a 2 to 3 yard gain. They're sticking with the bread and butter, it seems, of what they like to run, which is the read option. We've seen it out of the same set. 2-by-2, running back to the left, read option left. Running back to the right, read option right. So we've seen a couple that went for more yardage when they actually give it to the back and he cuts back into the hole. Also when the QB runs kind of a lead option and follows the running back into the hole. No shocker here. 2-by-2 set. Running back to the left as they settle in. 3 down linemen, 3 linebackers in the box with a outside linebacker close to the line of scrimmage. Slot's uncovered. It's been uncovered all night. And remains uncovered, looks his way, doesn't throw it, throws it to the running back instead, who's got room, and gets taken out low. It's going to be about 2 yards shy, so we'll have a 3rd and 2. As the receiver checks off after running a very long route for no reason. It was a good progressions by the QB as he dropped back, looked to the slant, didn't throw it, and took his check down. Though I do believe he did have it. As we get set here, as the receiver gets to play, jumps into the slot. 2x2, a little tighter than normal. Lots of space down at the bottom of your screen. And he's going to take off and run on a QB draw. Not too many people fooled, but it's definitely enough to get the first down. So give him a 5-yard gain on 3rd and 2. It's going to be 1st and 10. Ball will be on their 30 as the Ravens pick up a first down in what could be a lead-changing possession. We'll look to see what goes on here. As the Rhino defense looks a little lethargic, if you will. They walk up to the line now, but I don't think they're sitting pressure. They haven't been all night. As normal, they send 4, and no contain. Running back keeps it, gain of 2. QB's taking a lot of hits tonight, but it looks like he's used to it. He's popping up every time. He's a runner, so he gets to play from the sideline on the gain of 2 yards. We're going to have a 2nd and 8. Here we go, 2x2 set. Again, the slot on the bottom of your screen is uncovered. He's getting bailout covered, but there he goes, running freely as they throw it in the middle of the field where it's going to be picked off by, I believe, the middle linebacker. Yeah. It's possibly number 0, possibly number 8. Tough to tell with the jersey, so we're going to go with number 8 for now. As I seem to be wrong. Number 9. Number 9 with the pick. Linebacker in the middle for the Rhinos. Arnold Mitchell. Good interception, as he never left his zone, and the QB's eyes never left the receiver. So we could be in store for a long 4th quarter as the Rhinos take over. 37 yards out. One tight end, one receiver to the top of your screen, 2 to the bottom. Running back takes the handoff left. He's moving forward. He's got a full head of speed as he picks up about 8 yards. Number 28 with the carry. Trey Triplett. Good run. He's one of those running backs that when he picks up a head of steam, he's hard to bring down, it seems. Definitely have to meet him in the hole, or else you're in for about plus 7 or 8 yards. As Chuck gets set. Huddles everyone up this time. Definitely a different offense this 4th quarter as they put a rushing touchdown in. And moving the ball here as they go double tight end to the right with the wing backer in the flex. Slot receiver at the bottom. 2 wideouts. Empty set technically. As number 8 jumps off sides, we're going to have a false start. That was Joffrey Alford. He's the receiver at the bottom of your screen. Timeout Rhinos as they regroup after the false start penalty. Scratch that, I don't see a flag. I believe it is just a timeout. So called right before they ran the play. Coach didn't like what he saw. Calls up, regroups. Let's see what they come out in now. Definitely the same set. Let's see what they saw and what they didn't like. Motion man number 21 hands it off. Nope, naked keeper, and he's got room. Receiver did not make his block. Let this QB out to dry. Whistle was blown because I believe he stepped out of bounds. And number 8, if he would have held his block, I believe Williams goes for a little more than just 5 yards. We'll see if we got that one on replay. As you see here, number 12 comes off his, or number 8 comes off his block, and QB has to make him miss. And he would have had a clear lane at the outside. So, tough block, but eye in the sky. Don't lie. To get back to action, hand off right, not much room. Give it a 2 or 3 yard gain. As the War Rhinos huddle up, 8 minutes and 30 seconds left to go in the fourth quarter. They lead by 6. They're approaching the red zone, but just outside of it. Let's see if they can pick up this 3rd and short. Keep this drive moving. Single receivers at the top of your screen. Tight end is also up there. Running backs on the left. I'm going to say dive right. And you have play action screen to the slot. He had room. He had room and someone jumped. False start on the Rhinos. Back it up 5. 3rd and 3 just turned into 3rd and 8. Let's see what's going on now. As you get a look here at North Richland Hills, Richland High School's field. Nice backdrop as they break the huddle. As they get set, tight end to the left, running back to the left. Tight end shifts to the right, and so does the running back. 2 receivers to the top. Let's see if they run the screen again. See if they like what they saw. As you have a straight drop. Throws the ball, throws number 8, reception, gets upfield, takes him on, could have just went out of bounds, but it looks like he was looking for the contact as he gets the ball down to the 9 yard line. They're in the red zone, they're ready to go. They're fired up as he was looking for contact. As the clock continues to roll, and the Rhinos definitely know how to control the clock here. As they are on the 8 yard line, approaching the end zone. They break the huddle, tight end to the right. Running back to the left. D-line shifts. And I believe they jumped off sides. Defense. Add 5 yards. As he got back, no neutral zone infraction. Same set, tight end to the right, running back to the left, 2 receivers to the top as they hand it off to the right. Cuts up, finds a lane, gets in the end zone. Trey Triplett with the touchdown on the ground from about 8 yards out. Gonna bring your score to a 26-14 as we get back up to 12 points, how this game started. As they score 12 in the first and 12 in the fourth now. Sorry, 14 in the 12 in the first, 2 in the second right before half, and 12 here in the second half. Fourth quarter to be exact. 6 minutes left to go, as you can see, as they line up for the point extra. Good snap, good hold, and I believe he got that one through. Yes, he did. 27-14 is your score. As the Rhinos lead by 2 possessions over the Ravens. As we're back and another deep kick. Ball into the end zone. Nope. Received at the 2-yard line. He's coming out. He's got some speed. Got to lane. Cuts left. Makes one miss. Hurdles another and loses his footing, but he has some space. Number 15 is fast, and he's also their single receiver. He's been open on a few slants, and they've yet to get him the ball other than on the screen, I believe. He ran through somebody. So let's see if they go to some playmakers. I've noticed a few that I would put the ball in their hands a little bit more, but right now 13 for them. DeAndre Jones, their QB, is carrying the load. See if they can't get a few more skilled players involved, such as number 44 or possibly number 22.
I'm already knowing.
Lester Walker is another one. We've also seen number 12 keeping himself a couple times. Hasn't seen him break through yet. And then, of course, number 1 here at the bottom. 15 at the top. You get to see much action out of both of them. Let's see what we get. 14 is in the slot. QB takes the snap. It's a little high. He gathers it, cocks his arm back, lets it fly into traffic, and nearly picked off, but 15 couldn't come down with his second pick of the game. As he does push-ups. Is he going all the way down, though? I don't know. Boy, Rhinos defense will regroup as they let him have it. Not much action at the bottom of your screen. Very few passes have been thrown at all today for the Ravens. Handoff to the right, spins, gathers his feet. Number 14 has a lane, makes 1 miss, 2 miss into traffic, gets a first down. Hard running by number 44, sorry. That is going to be Walker with the carry. I do feel that both of these teams are fairly young in the semi-pro world, so the overall age is probably very youthful. As we have a keep, number 12 keeps it on a read. First action we've seen him on the ball. He makes one kind of miss, but only gains the yard out of it. Good open field tackle. As the linebacker was able to hold contain and bring him down. Good snap. Drops back, cocks back. Good ball this time, but it's overthrown. Better spot than last time, but definitely an overthrown ball. I don't see any flags. Yes, I do, and it's in the area of holding. Let's see what we got. White hat with the call. And there you have it, holding on the Ravens. Second down, back it up 10. All right, 2-by-2 set. Good snap, drops back, throws the ball, and he drops it. I believe he turned his head. We definitely can get a replay of that. Let's see what happened on that one. And no, we don't. Sometimes you receivers have got to catch that ball. I know you'll catch it and scroll to it when the time comes, but that's going to be a drop. That is a drop, my friend. Come sit by me. Yes, he does. And they sub him in. Broke the huddle, and he was still on the field. Let's see if the refs get him. They do not. As they all get the play, they get set for a third and about 17 yards. 2 receivers at the bottom of your screen, 2 to the top, running back to the left. QB takes the snap, has nowhere to go, looks up, pulls it down, makes 1 miss, 2 miss, and the ball is, he's going to get a good gain of about 8, 9, maybe chop it in half. We are still going to have a 4th down and about 7 yards. I'm assuming they're going to go for it down 2 scores. Would only make sense. Let's see what they come out in. Let's see what happens. Fourth down as they rush to the line of scrimmage here. Play clock is going as the White Hat signals for 10 seconds. They get set fast. It could be to their advantage as they cock back. Lets it fly deep, and 25's got space, and he drops it. Again, game-changing play, 4th down, had it in your hands, split the safety in corner, and drops the ball. So we'll have a turnover on downs. War Rhinos ball as they look to seal this away with 2 minutes 38 seconds left in the game. We are going to continue coverage. As always, we'll look to try to snag as many interviews as we can from the coaches after the game. No promises. Right now you're looking at a score of 27-14, assuming they run this clock out. 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. It'll wrap it up here for this week's TUFL matchup. Special shout out to New Era Media, as well as myself in the backyard, as they line up and still a run set. They do have a tight end to the left. Running back, he will come across his body and hit the hole on the left side here as he does take the snap, turns around, and he's going nowhere. Ball is out. Oh man, ball is out. It is a fumble, and they gave it right back. So this game is not going to end so quickly. As with 2 minutes and 28 seconds left, the Rhinos cough it up. That was number 1, Keon Williams with the fumble. He seems frustrated, but he's on to the next play as the Ravens offense takes the field again after 2 drops, one on a 1st down, potentially completion, and the second one a 4th down conversion that was dropped that would have been a touchdown if he caught it. Let's see how the Ravens respond. And let's also see how the War Rhinos react to the turnover. We got a minute here. Let's see if we can take a look at that replay from the last play. It was a fumble, but as you see here, drops back, runs, spins. That ball just popped out. Not sure if he thought the play wasn't over or what the case was, but he got wrapped up, was still moving forward, and the ball just squirted out of there. You left something behind, my friend. As you see here again, snap, handoff, tries to cut back, and boom, the ball's out. He was on the way to go down, but that's definitely not something the ref's gonna blow his whistle for until you hit the ground. So, turnover on downs. Deep ball picked off by number 7. He's going to look to return it. He's not going to go down to end this game. He's going to definitely look to return it here. As he gets a lane, doesn't see him coming from the backside, shakes him off. He's going to the end zone, and he's going to walk it in. I'd say that's about an 80-yard interception return. No laundry on the field, and what a way to end the game. He's trying to put it away, and the Ravens will get the ball back here after the conversion. As the defense scores 21 of their points tonight. As he knew where he was going from the jump. Number 7, Taylor Petty with the pick. Showed his wide receiver skills. He's listed as both. We are set for kickoff here. Ravens to receive the ball again. And this one's going out of bounds. He's been toe poking all night and they've been going the right way, but when you slightly miss at the end of the game because you lose focus, you got to keep your eye on the ball, number 4, even when you're kicking it. Speaking of the kick, out of bounds. Ball will be around the 40-yard line. 2 minutes left to go in this game as the score got out of hand quickly in the 4th. It's a 34-14 lead by the Rhinos as we get close to wrapping this one up. All right, 2 by 2 as we look to wrap things up here. Ravens looking to still score. They bobble the ball. He picks it back up, runs around, and loss of 5. That's number 15. Just trying to get the ball any way he can at this point. Clock's running. Clock is out running. 1:56. As I believe the referee stopped it as an incomplete pass.
Put that bottle up. Come on. 818. Pop the bottles. Pop the bottles, man.
I believe a timeout was called by the Rhinos. I'm not sure why. Probably saying to finish this game clean, close it out. Let's see what happens out here. Well, makes one miss, makes another miss, but there's always four there as four Raven linemen are just standing there. Story of the night, QB's been running around for his life. 13 hung him up a little earlier. Didn't want to take any more beating out there as the score got out of hand. 12's closing out here for us. Definitely got to see two new teams in the TUFL as clock winds down with a minute and a half left. If there's any scores from the other league, this last minute is yours. So let me know on the feed if you have any scores from around the league, TUFL. I'd love to get them on the air for you. As they line up here, 2x2 sets. Not a lot of movement. QB takes off and runs and gets cleaned up. He knew it was coming and just set himself up for it. So, again, under a minute left. Not much football left to play. What's the scores from around the league? Anyone still watching out there, feel free to give us an update on some scores from around the league if the games are still going on. Let us know. This one's wrapping up here out in North Richland Hills. The Rhinos will be victorious 34-14 over the Ravens. Once again, this is New Era Media, along with the Backyard in the building. We are covering this week's TUFL matchup between the 3-3 Ravens as they take the last snap to drain the clock. It's supposed to be a punt. Looks like he's going to run around for a little while as the clock expires. And there you have it, man. War Rhinos win 34-14 over the CenTex Ravens. Started out close game. Not much of a battle, tug and pull, and New Era Media's out.